Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Hey guys, how you going? I have to take that away, hang on a sec. I'm not on screen today. Whoops. Yeah, because I just got out of bed. Hey Deb, how you going? Hello from Not Moist Adelaide. Out to lunch, how you going? Menacing Muskrat, how you going? Donna had to go out of town today, not back yet. Oh, okay. And yes, there'll be a rumble tonight. There'll be a rumble. Oh, hey Conchega Yowie, how you going? Most of the early morning. Moist freshness is almost gone. It feels like the end of summer. I think it's coming to that point because next week it's going to be quite cool here. So under 20 degrees. Hey Deb, how you going? The other Deb. Oh, two Debs, how you going? Adelaide 28 degrees today, not moist. Oh, Conchega Yowie, you're off to work. Have a good day. Deb said, waiting for Hev, just listen to Tiny Tim singing Nowhere Man Beatles. It's hilarious. Oh, dear. Teresa, how you going? You're cooking just in time. Oh, lovely. And Judy, how you going? Okay, let's go. I've got some really interesting stuff. Can't go through a lot of this on here. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff we're going to cover on Rumble today. And apparently Australian government, this is a news clip, Australian government may have broken its own anti-terrorism laws. Expert Dr. Glenn Colomites claims. An international criminal lawyer and former advisor to New South Wales Police says the Australian government may have breached its own laws by funding UNRWA, which is being linked to Hamas. Okay, and more on this guy. This is Ricardo Bossi. Oh, I don't know how you pronounce his name. But he's now attacking the farmers and saying, where were they when this happened and that happened? Yes, fair enough. But when people wake up, then you accept it, okay? You don't fight. This is like infighting that Ricardo Bossi seems to want to be doing. Then you've got a new Harvard Chief Diversity and Inclusion Officer, Sherry A. Charlson, faces 40 allegations of plagiarism In an anonymous complaint filed with the university on Monday, paramedic 14 says you don't say. So there you go, there's another one. Okay, can't go through that one. Oh my God, the Canadian, I think it's Canadian, Canadian government. Rupa Subramania, sorry if I mispronounced that. Do you think you should be giving an incredibly potent synthetic opioid of which a few grains can kill you to children? A simple yes or no. And this person says each physician works with their patient on treatment protocols that work best for them. That is a unique and very important relationship. Absolutely bonkers. She can't answer yes or no. Listen to this.
The Canada.ca website says very clearly a few grains can kill you. Is that appropriate?
So, Mr. Chair, my colleague did ask this question before, and I believe we've already tabled all the proofs on safer supply, and I'll be happy to table them again for further reference.
It's not the question, Minister. My question is do you think you should be giving an incredibly potent synthetic opioid of which a few grains can kill you to children? Yes or no? Simple.
Each physician works with their patient on the treatment protocols that work best for them. That is a very unique and important relationship that
Thank you
every
very much,
patient should
Minister.
have.
But I have heard also, so playing both sides of this, I have heard that some medical people do use fentanyl for certain patients. I don't know, but I've heard that they do. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I don't believe it would be right. But that's me looking at it from my perspective. I've got a cat just flipping her tail in my face, and now, hello, can you turn around? Thank you. Rep. Matt Gaetz is calling on Florida representatives to oppose the efforts to degrade the Trump tax policies with this terrible SALT bill that New York Republicans are trying to bring to the floor. People in low-tax states should not have to subsidise people in high-tax states just because local governments want to take more of their money. Very well said, and who wouldn't agree? John Jackson said, when Nancy Pelosi ran the House during the Trump presidency, she had two goals. Number one was to stop anything Trump wanted, and two, embarrass and humiliate Trump at every turn. If House Republicans are struggling to figure out how to govern with a Democrat in the White House, see above. And decency is on the ballot, apparently. Coke in the White House, gay relations in the capitals. Remember, decency is on the ballot. If that's their decency, God help them. Okay, I don't think I can mention that on here. Oh, my cat's going berserk in my foot, like really knocking my head around. Remember Nancy Pelosi just dumped $3 million in Google stock right before they got sued by the DOJ, said Murch. Matt Gaetz is calling for an anti-corruption plan that includes banning congressional stock trading, a 12-year term limit for Congress, and no donations or PACs from lobbyists. I'd say most people would agree with that. Apparently, according to Tom Fitton, Nancy Pelosi's son, Paul, dodges federal charges for the 7th time after being linked to money laundering and mail fraud scheme involving a San Francisco flop house. What's a flop house when it's at home? Speaking to Daily Mail, financial crime experts question how Pelosi avoided charges himself, pointing to the DOJ's history of protecting powerful elites. Only when they're on side. Oh, okay, new audio from 2021 reveals Fannie Willis was warned by a whistleblower that a top aide was misusing federal funds. I believe it's gone even further than this now. But yeah, one of her employees was the whistleblower, was trying to tell her that a top aide was misusing federal funds, and also she didn't agree with the top aide. Instead of addressing the allegation, she instead fired the whistleblower. So there you go. She's, oh God. Okay, Spitfire said, guess who got sent to jail? The old granny or this person here who was in the White House doing weird things on tables, benches, I don't know. But this lady got arrested. Not this person. Not the coke fiend. No, the old lady who she didn't even go in, did she? Okay, the end of wokeness said they invaded our country, got free food and housing, beat up cops and got let out of jail without bail. But it was still not enough for them. Remember this video when you vote. Migrant suspect in cop attack flips off cameras. Oh, the cop that was attacked the other day in New York? Yeah, they're just laughing. They got let off. Wow. Okay, Robbie Starbuck said, wow, feds announced they will not be charging the two guys who filmed the relations in the Senate hearing room. A MAGA grandma with cancer got jail time for walking into the Capitol, but a Dem staffer makes porn in the Senate hearing room and isn't charged. Justice is dead. Precipice, guys, precipice. We're reaching. I think it's going to get worse, to be honest. Oh dear. Purely Canadian said nearly 700,000 views in 3 hours, even though it's only one province. This gives a glimmer of hope that we can and we will save our kids from the woke abusers. Danielle Smith said, gender identity can be a hard thing to talk about, especially when you are involved, but this conversation is extremely important and parental involvement is critical. Kids need to know we love and support them. A message to all Albertans. I believe what she's doing, even though she says we support you and everything. Oh, I've got to let this cat out. Hang on one sec, guys. I'll let this play actually for you while I'm going to let the cat out.
My fellow Albertans, today I wish to address a very sensitive issue involving our children and gender identity. This is not always an easy conversation to have. I strongly believe that we as a society must support and reach out with kindness and inclusion to those who identify as transgender and work to eliminate the discrimination they often experience in their lives. As Premier of this province, I want every Albertan that identifies as transgender to know I care deeply about you and I accept you as you are. As long as I lead this province, I will ensure you are supported and your rights are protected. In the case of children aged 17 and under who identify as transgender, I also want you to know that you are loved and supported as you work through your often changing emotions, feelings, and beliefs. As we all know, children and teenagers are in a constant state of biological, social, emotional, and sexual development and change. They're constantly learning about themselves, trying new things, dealing with biological changes, and trying to understand a wide range of new thoughts and feelings. It's a very complicated time. In my view, one of the greatest responsibilities we as parents, teachers, and community leaders have is to preserve for our children the right to grow and develop into mature adults so that they are better prepared to make the most impactful decisions affecting their lives. Decisions like choosing a career, a partner, raising children, their interaction with legal drugs like alcohol and cannabis, their sexual activities and preferences, and many other adult choices. It is my view that list of adult choices includes deciding whether or not to alter one's biological sex. Making permanent and irreversible decisions regarding one's biological sex while still a youth can severely limit that child's choices in the future. Prematurely encouraging or enabling children to alter their very biology or natural growth, no matter how well-intentioned and sincere, poses a risk to that child's future that I, as Premier, am not comfortable with permitting in our province. Similarly, the risks and unfair advantages that young women and girls are experiencing when competing with biologically stronger transgender females in sporting competitions have also grown too high. After much discussion, the Government Caucus and I have therefore decided to implement the following policies and guidelines as it relates to transgender minors and athletes, including additional supports to assist transgender adults to secure the healthcare they need and the counseling support for youth identifying as transgender to ensure they can successfully work their way through their complex feelings and emotions as they grow to adulthood. First, on the issue of gender reassignment treatments for minors. For minors aged 17 and under, top and bottom gender reassignment surgeries will not be permitted. For children aged 15 and under, puberty blockers and hormone therapies for the purpose of gender reassignment or affirmation will also not be permitted, with the exception of those who've already commenced their treatment at this time. Minors aged
Okay, so that one turned around pretty quickly. I thought she was, at first, I thought she was, you know, behind them all and going, yeah, and then she said, but we won't allow this and that. So, look, it's a step in the right direction at least. Okay, so, and this is the other side of it. Ontario is not making any changes to gender-affirming care, says Health Minister Sylvia Jones after she was asked if Ontario would follow Alberta's lead in restricting top and bottom surgeries. So there you go, you got the other side of this one. Listen to this lady, actually.
We heard yesterday that in Alberta, the provincial government there plans to ban pediatric transgender surgeries for anyone under 17 and hormone treatment for anyone under 15. Can you tell us if Ontario plans to follow this type of these type of measures?
We're not making any changes as it relates to gender-affirming surgeries in the province of Ontario. Look, we are very focused on expanding access to service, expanding access to primary care in the province of Ontario, and that's what we will be focusing on.
So there you go, you got two sides of it. My God. Simon Atiba said, developing, it's surprising that even before Donald Trump's verdict is revealed by Judge Engoron, the left is already celebrating and praising the judge. You may not like Trump, that's your right, but celebrating that his business will and should be destroyed is really shocking. There's something wrong with this man's face. He's got little lumps all over his cheek, I don't know. Might have a skin condition, you never know. Okay, now we've got another cat who wants out. Oh my God, they can't do it at the same time, can they? Oh my God, what's this one? Because I might play this while I'm going for the next one. It depends. What does this say? And looks. Oh yeah. They can't prosecute their way out of crime, apparently. Okay. It's a new one.
During the discussion, residents did not hold back, voicing their frustrations.
I blame the system.
Many questioning why kids aren't being held accountable.
We as a city and a community need to be much more focused on prevention and surrounding young people and their families with resources if we want to be safer in the long run. We cannot prosecute and arrest our way out of it.
No, we're going to throw more money at it instead with resources. Did you hear that? Seriously. They don't want to fix the situation. They want to throw money at it so they can wash it. Okay, and apparently someone's pointed out something is attached to Biden's britches and looks like a maxi pad. Oh. Did someone put the nappy on the outside? Oh, I don't know what that is. What do you reckon that is? I have no idea. But it does look like I don't know, like his nappy's hanging out. I don't know. Joe Rogan explodes, according to Wesley Hunt, as he's switching parties. Sure sounds like it. Biden and woke liberal policies are red-pilling Americans across the country.
These blue bubbles where everyone's gone insane. Well, I used to be a part of the blue bubble. I was 100% a left-leaning person who lived in Los Angeles. I was 100%. I never voted Republican my whole life. I was very left-leaning, especially with like any social issues. When it comes to financial things, I'm a little bit more conservative, but at the end of the day, I'm way more left than I am right. But California went nuts, man. It's gone like full communist. It's out of its mind, and their approach to law enforcement is so insane. It's so insane. The no cash bail, the letting people out for committing violent crimes, the not stopping people for stealing up to whatever money it is. What is it, $900 now? I think they raised it. I think they made it a little higher. San Francisco is non-existent. San Francisco, most of San Francisco is emptied out of like big chain stores and big department stores.
I won't even do stand-up there anymore.
It's crazy.
They ruined it.
They ruined the city.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you can bring it back. The structure's still there. But
Yeah,
you'd
yeah.
have to have some hardcore Rudy Giuliani type come in there and knock heads.
Wow.
And nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. They're peace, love, and granola and wear a mask.
There you go. Okay, this is a good one. Ian Miles Chong, a woke Australian family, put up a sign that says the land belongs to its traditional owners, the Wurundjeri. But when they showed up, they wouldn't let him in. Ready? Look, this could be satire, and people have said this is satire, okay? But I want to see this happen. Are you ready for this? I want to see this. I want to see Aboriginals go to the places that support them and ask for their, ask to come in.
Hello.
We've seen your little plaque here on the wall. We're the Wurundjeri people.
Really?
Yeah.
When you come in, we've seen the sign.
All right.
See, we haven't got anywhere to stay, so we're thinking, we might just stay here for that 1 or 2 months or something.
We saw your sign there and we thought,
I don't know about that. No, just us.
No, we won't do much trouble. How did you know about it?
With a sign.
We saw that sign there.
We wouldn't ask only for the sign.
Oh, yeah, it's a sign. It's a sign there.
I know the sign. I don't know who put it up there, so.
Oh, well, we'll just live in the backyard. Yeah, cook up a feed.
There's some local rabbits we can hunt down and grab, cook it up. Yeah. If you like rabbit, we can share it.
Get some witchetty grub for everything.
No one's here at the moment, that's the problem.
We can wait. We'll have a big grubbery. We'll set up and we'll sing.
I don't know what to do.
Well, we could just set the fire right there.
Why weren't they getting their land back? I didn't understand. This so wasn't going as well as I expected.
We've got a dot painting here if you want one to hang up.
A what?
A dot painting?
Yeah, we've got some paintings for it.
Yeah.
We can give you.
We thought we'd come get some hot water. We want to make a cup of tea.
You can come in and have a cup of tea, but I don't know about the rest of it, hey?
Well, they invited them in for a cup of tea. I don't know. I hope you heard that. It was very low. Sorry, I'm blowing your ears off some of the time, and then you can't hear the other ones. Steve Mudflat. Oh, okay. McGrew's Remasculated podcast said, good, kick that terrorist wannabe out of the country. Marjorie Taylor Greene said today, I'm introducing a censure resolution on Ilhan Omar for admitting she's working as a foreign agent for a foreign country. I urge my colleagues to vote to censure, but I wish I had the votes to expel and deport her. That's what she'd actually like to do. Come on, man, said Penny Wong is a war criminal. She's breached Australian terrorism laws, funding Hamas and Hezbollah terrorists. This grubby mess has been exposed by the AFP. Wong knowingly then increased funding to give even more money to them after being warned. Yeah, this is our infiltrator. Okay, and this one, hang on, before it plays and you see it. Clown World said he caused more damage than the fire, and he responding to himself, these people won't survive the zombie apocalypse. Are you ready? Hopefully, the volume. I better check the volume first. Hang on, I'm going to just make sure. Okay, try.
Pull over there! Get it going! That fucking thing's gonna blow up! Oh, shit! Oh my god! Oh my god! Come in! Amy Jo, come inside. It's fucking dangerous.
God help him. Oh, like you get out of the way, but you wouldn't mount the bloody path and go into the building, would you? You wouldn't try and drive all the way in there. There's a brick wall there, mate. Anyway, okay, apparently Megan Kelly said good for these boys. They don't want this in their private spaces and they don't want girls pretending to be boys there either. Libs of TikTok said the tampon dispenser in a boys' bathroom in Connecticut school was ripped down 20 minutes after being installed. And things I can't talk about. And more people on their way with the farmers. And there's a lot of European countries joining in. That's good to see. Okay. Oh, yep, can't talk about that one here. Okay. Angelo at Body Concepts said, I never ask anyone to repost my post, but if this does not deserve one, you can all fork yourselves. I never use a filter when I talk. Okay, I do. Well, on here I do anyway. I don't know why. Everyone else swears. Here's a veteran coming back into the country being pat down by TSA agents. God knows what else, right? And here are the illegal aliens. Get better treatment. Mate, you might as well just come through the border. LBRY said from people so stupid they didn't check. Oh, can't talk about that one. Okay, Stephen said below is Mr. Brown. He is a New South Wales cultural advisor. These people are paid $300,000 a year plus. All road projects require one to decide if there are serpents or bad spirits around. It's a do-nothing job for Aboriginal. And it is. That's what I mean. They just make up more stupid jobs to pay people stupid amounts of money. This is the government. This is what the government do, and they just expand and expand and expand, and your tax dollars keep going more and more to them till you got nothing left. Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene said breaking the House Committee on Homeland Security just voted to advance articles of impeachment against DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas out of committee. Exposed Canadian military targets journalists with misinformation. Members of the Special Propaganda Unit forged a document using the letterhead of Nova Scotia's Department of Lands and Forestry. Falsely warned local residents that wolves introduced into the area by the provincial and federal governments were now roaming the Annapolis Valley, posing a threat to pets and children. Do you recall the story of the military psyop that went awry in Nova Scotia? It was a propaganda exercise referred to by the military as influence activities, where members of a propaganda unit deployed loudspeakers in September 2020 to generate wolf noises. Wow. That reminds me of, was it Vietnam, where they played the ghosts? People in the forests, and people thought, you know, I don't know. I don't know if it's the same kind of thing. It sounds like it. Members of the Special Propaganda Unit forged a document using the letterhead of Nova Scotia's Departments of Land and Forestry, falsely warning local residents that wolves reintroduced into the area by the provincial and federal governments were now roaming the Annapolis Valley, posing a threat to pets and children. Neither the Nova Scotia government nor the military chain of command were aware of this fake document. Consequently, the Nova Scotia government issued statements denouncing it as a forgery and launched a social media campaign to counter the misinformation, reassuring Annapolis Valley residents that they were not under threat of a werewolf attack. Well, this is getting stranger and stranger. This incident, occurring during the height of the pandemic, or rather the government's overreaction to it, served as a test to gauge how the Canadian public could be manipulated into extreme fear through an existential crisis. We're currently seeking access to information to obtain more records about this incident in Nova Scotia. This endeavour was made possible by your donations to a special fund at Rebel Investigates, where you can contribute. Blah, 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 blah. The main objective behind the dissemination of fake wolf letter was to deceive Canadian soldiers into believing that real wolves were present, as wolf howls were played near the military base at night. Yes, it does sound like the Vietnam thing. This was intended as a psychological operation targeting our own troops, but it inadvertently spread to civilians as the forged Nova Scotia letter circulated and was copied. The armed forces have stated that the members of this unit acted without authorisation and were inexperienced and untrained. However, considering the constant government overreaction to COVID and the fear-mongering that accompanied it, I would argue that the PSYOP unit was as effective as any public health officer in this country. Look, all I can say, Canadians, you need arms and legs. Arms, mainly. So do Australians, don't worry. We're going to find out the hard way. But if you think there's wolves roaming around, I would be armed. GB News said Labor are clearly rattled, and this is in the UK, and polls show nearly half of UK's Muslim population voted Labor. Patrick Christie highlights a Labor candidate using an interpreter to speak to potential voters, and a Labor-run council appearing to pause for an Islamic prayer before meetings. What in the hell is going on? These people are insane. Okay, here's a border collie. Alright, just thought I'd throw this in there so we don't just have bad news all the time. This dog is a legend. Ready? Come on.
Good girl, Kate.
How cool. How cool's that? These dogs are legends, especially for farms. Oh my god. Okay, what's this one? Oh. Huh, okay, this, I don't even know if I'm allowed to. Birth control. Triple the risk of a really bad thing happening to you. Whoops. Failed generation. Oh, let's have a look at this one.
What's your age?
26 on February 22nd. So I'm 25 right now.
Are you single?
I am single.
Why do you think that is?
Because I want to be. I have a couple of boyfriends. I hope they're not watching. Maybe like 4 or 5. So I guess I'm single. I am single.
I mean, but what's it like dating 5 people at the same time?
It's just like juggling. You have to be talented.
Are you sleeping with all 5 of them?
Not all of them. Depends on the situation.
Why not all? What's the deciding factor?
Well, there's different guys for different situations. Some guys, I just want to go to... I forgot that I'm recording this.
Some guys you just want to what?
There's different purposes for different tools.
One's a shovel, one's a knife, one's a fork.
Yeah, honestly, the one that I'm fucking, never gonna get in a relationship with him. He doesn't have a job, finances, none of that.
So why even open yourself up to a guy like that?
Great dick.
God help humanity. Seriously. I don't want to replay that. No, thank you.
What's your age?
Oh! Okay, so she doesn't have a boyfriend, but she's seen about 5 or 6 people. And they're all tools, apparently. Oh, God help us. Oh, my God. What's this? The best moment ever. I don't know what this person's getting at, but, the best moment?
God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much.
That was Nancy Pelosi ripping up the, I believe, the State of the Union address that Donald Trump did. Oh, God, it gets worse. I don't know which side this person's... Oh, yeah, Ultra MAGA. Well, Project... What? Yeah, well, this goes with the previous one of the previous posts saying when Trump was in, Nancy Pelosi did everything she could to stop him. And she did. And she showed us that day. Okay, Clown World said this is just sad. Okay, okay. Oh my God. This cannot be real. Now, seriously, these have to be like actresses. I don't know. Can this be real? If this is real, God help the world. Seriously?
What is your favorite meal to cook?
Cook? I don't really cook. Like, I just like.
So you don't cook at all for your man?
No, like yeah, that's all I do. I don't really cook.
Do you think that makes up for cooking?
Yeah, I cook a lot of, so yeah, I'd like rather like call Uber Eats for them while I like they're like ask any guy right now like if they'd rather me or like cook for them, like they'd say like for me to
So you think if we asked any guy right now if they'd rather you his or cook for him, they would all say
yeah.
I guess they're gonna have to let us know in the comments. What is your favorite meal to
No, I don't want to hear that one again either. Why did I even put these in here? But if that's the state of young, honestly, it can't be real. It can't be real. Please someone tell me this is not real. Oh my God. Magnus Flatus said, remember this? CGI Joe. CGI Joe. Remember when his hand went through the microphone? I just thought that was funny. Sorry guys, I'm having a bit of a tired day today. I had to babysit the last couple of days, so. Rip Curl. Rukshan Fernando said during his research into it, he came across some of their sordid history. At one point they survived a slavery scandal and made many public affirmations to stamp it out. Will they make it through cancelling women without making an apology or statement? Surf clothing label Rip Curl using slave labour to manufacture clothes in North Korea. Iconic Australian surfwear giant Rip Curl has sold millions of dollars worth of clothes made in North Korea where factory workers endure slave-like conditions. There you go. Yeah, Target and Kmart selling $2 uniforms, but at what cost? That'd be slavery as well. R.I.P. Rip Curl, sorry. R.I.P. Curl. Yeah, R.I.P. Curl is in full damage mode, control mode, with the management team scrambling to get on top of a disastrous transgender marketing campaign targeting women. They have disabled all social media interactions while also deleting multiple posts that featured direct feedback from women that purchased their products. Will the company successfully ride out the boycott Rip Curl wave without apologising to the women they erased with men? Probably not. The new debt clock, what does it say? How was it that you were able to keep the Fed pyramid scheme going for so many years? We had a fourfold strategy, money buys you many things. First, we created a panic to convince the public that a new system of banking was needed in 1910. Then we paid off the politicians. Then we co-opted the press. That leaves the one thing that we're most proud of. Turning a proud and prosperous nation upside down in your artificial boom and bust cycles. No, the fact that we were able to convince the world that unsustainable Ponzi scheme bonds were actually assets. There you go. 2 reporters are going nuts at Chaya Raichik because of how she addressed an elected official. She called him a groomer after she carefully reviewed his writings. Go to Texas, look at that. Oh, well done. Current border security. Come on, come on. Mine used to jump over one of these and knock the whole thing down. But we couldn't screw it in the wall we were renting, so we just had to, wedge it, kind of. So, yeah, this is border security. Look, don't worry about it. Don't jump. Just just go through it. Okay, Dan Stevens said, what are the clown world see you in the NTs up to in France today? Look at it. Okay. A contrail, which comes out of a plane right behind the plane sometimes, a normal contrail would disappear within seconds. A chemtrail won't. It'll last and it'll spread and it'll make the skies all hazy and horrible. I came across some funny things on Twitter, sorry guys, but I don't know. All I see is clown world. Oh my God. This has to be some kind of comedy. Seriously? We're all being clowned. These chicks, these people, I don't know. Poland, boom, said Rise Melbourne. The Deputy Prime Minister pelted with eggs and branded a traitor by local farmers in its response to dealings with Ukraine that have disseminated farmers' profits. There you go. Throw the eggs. Go on. Oops. There you go. There's an egg thrown. Okay. Okay, after 3 US troops got killed, a top State Department official, Victoria Newland, declares the US is not withdrawing from Syria. She adds that the US needs to stay and fight ISIS. Pentagon documents show that that is a lie. The US is barely fighting ISIS. In fact, the US has let ISIS grow when it can threaten the Syrian government, which speaks to the real reason... Oh, here we go. We're going to change our... Which speaks about the real reason for the US occupation of Syria, as admitted quietly by a senior Biden official and other DC neocons. For the US is there to steal Syria's oil and wheat in order to punish its people for successfully resisting the CIA-led regime change war. Remember 7 countries in 5 years? Does anyone remember that? The guy who leaked that? Matt Couch said President Trump, I'm going ahead of myself. President Trump endorses America's first Arkansas Congressman Rick Crawford for re-election. And, okay, where did the elderly go? Because Megan Scanlon MP said we've now secured these 5 vacant retirement villages across the southeast to use for social and affordable housing. They provide immediate help to those in need while we undertake our big housing build. Yeah, where'd the old people go? They didn't kill them all, did they? I don't know. Okay, and the rest of it, oh yeah, CO2's life. Without it, no plants can survive. That's like high school science. Most people should know that. Oh, the taxi drivers are joining the farmers. Okay, someone's father could be Raytheon. Who's this? Mon. Mike Mon is the Chief Financial Officer at Maxar Technologies. He was appointed to this role in 2023 and most recently served as Senior VP of Sales and Service Finance at Cisco before joining Cisco in 2015. Mon was a VP and CFO for Space and Airborne Systems and IIS at Raytheon Technologies. Mike Mon, CFO, Maxar Intelligence. What was this? Hang on. There's something to do with this Mon character. What happened? I have to add my birth date to see it. What? Are you kidding me? Okay. 40 Heads said we have never found a cave painting of a salad. Have you ever seen a cave painting of a salad? Let me know. Oh dear. Okay. And they're blocking it now with the concrete barriers from the highway, freeway, whatever, motorway. There you go. The guy who beheaded his father and uploaded video showing the head to YouTube was known to the FBI, according to himself. Is anyone surprised? Now they're trying to say he's MAGA. He's not, believe me. Employers on the hook for injuries from forcing people to take things that they didn't need to take. Master Chef Jeff said that's nothing. Remember when Airbus Albo plagiarised a speech from the West Wing TV show nearly word for word in a press conference? Somehow Australia went on to make him PM. And Working Class Bro said not only is he a liar, he's a thief, lol, stole this nearly word for word. Stephen Miles said Luke saved a cow from floodwaters and got some cuts on his foot while he was being a good Samaritan. He was being looked after at the new Medicare Urgent Care Clinic in Murrumba Downs, just as the Prime Minister and I turned up to check out this terrific new facility. So they've just been, I don't know, everyone's plagiarising. What's going on? These people are useless. Hang on, what's this in response to? How do people keep defending this shanty of a place? You can thank that see you in the NT, Daniel Andrews. An emergency service worker has been punched. Coward, isn't it? Like, as in the person is a coward because they just run up and punch people. During a terrifying unprovoked attack, the 38-year-old was dining on the footpath of a Carlton restaurant when he was struck from behind. Australia's most livable city. Oh yeah, right. Not only that, the best drugs too. Melbourne's been named the meth heroin capital of Australia. NAB Bank, says Verica, to close dozens of branches across Australia. The banks are selling us the story that over 90% of transactions are done online. This is why they're closing branches. The truth is that people are pressured to use online by difficult staff, ATM breakdowns, and refusal to issue new passbook accounts. Government should intervene. No, they shouldn't, because they're just useless anyway. But they are in cahoots with the banks to bring in CBDC so they can control how and when you spend your money. They can freeze your bank account if you haven't received your 10th booster. See Canadian trucker protest. Pull all your money out and pay cash always. And I do. Okay, Ezra Levant, tongue-tied today. The CBC doesn't know what a woman is. They're also sure that Hamas is not a terrorist group. And they think that paying carbon taxes and using paper straws will change the weather. Probably not the people I'd go to figure out what the truth is. Canada says CBC CEO Catherine Tate claims public broadcaster remains the single most effective tool that Canadians have to combat disinformation. Is she for real? In the last 2 years, more than 100 correction notices were issued with regards to stories put out by the CBC. Let me ask you something. How many times do you see corrections in mainstream news and media? Do you ever see them? Because they have to do it a lot, but it's normally buried and you don't really see them. So like millions of people will see the headlines that they put out, which are wrong in the first place, and about 500 people will see the correction down the track. These people are insane, the whole lot of them. The sooner that... I'm sure I had a lot more bookmarks than that, man. Hang on one sec. Because there was a lady going, I'm tired, I'm just tired, I'm so tired. And I hear her, I get her. Hang on, where am I? Where'd the mouse go? Where'd my mouse go? Let me see, because, yeah, I'm sure I had a lot more, unless it's on my other account. Hang on. Sorry if you get motion sickness. Oh, here we go. There we go. I don't know. Should have refreshed. Okay. Kay Fitton said J6 congressional committee members commissioning and starring in a self-lauding documentary detailing the fraud they perpetuated against the American people. Amazing. If this isn't a perfect example of they really can't help themselves, can they? I don't know what is. In a remarkable PBS documentary, the Jan 6 committee admits the entire thing was a publicity stunt. Oh. Okay. Elon Musk asked what the heck's going on, breaking 150 Democrats vote against a bill to deport illegals caught while driving drunk. Crime. No, there's more than this. I swear to... Oh, right. Where is it? Right. Is this where it is? No, I didn't bookmark it. When white people are given 200 years to build a country from scratch. There you go. Yep, no, I don't know. The lady disappeared. I've no idea. There you go. See, I'm really not with it this morning. I just woke up. I was trying to get as much news as I could together. It's just not happening for me today, guys. Breaking Obama judge sentences Trump aide Peter Navarro to 4 months in prison for defying subpoena from Liz Cheney's sham J6 committee. Jeez. Bridgeport Democrat. Hang on now. When was this? This was January. Look. Refresh. Seriously. Here we are in February, by the way. Relative of Chiefs fan who was found dead. We all know how they died. Oh, do they? That was another thing. I swear to God I had bookmarked things that said that people thought they might have been a fentanyl overdose. Don't know where the bookmarks are going. Okay, saying Willis had a long history of making substances for his friends. Jordan's the chemist. We all knew him as that. It was easy for them to go have fun, but he made a mistake. Oh dear. Jordan was the chemist. He's a scientist, right? He does what he needs to do. Now, to use my cousin's, my best friend as a guinea pig, no. When asked about drugs, McGeeney indicated Willis was the one who supplied them. Jordan is somebody that is known from high school as like creating drugs for people to make them feel better in certain situations. McGeeney said the truth will emerge in time. At this point, the country knows what's going to happen, what the toxicology report's going to reveal. We all know that. Who is the one that gave it to them, and who is the one that needs to be held responsible? Where did it come from? If police are doing their job, it takes time. So a relative of one of the 3 Kansas City Chiefs fans found dead in early January outside of a friend's home indicated in a new interview that the man who hosted the party had a history of supplying drugs to his friends. VP apprentice, who will be the Donald Trump's running mate? No one knows. But he did say never JFK, what's his name? RFK Jr.? Oh, seriously. Protesters line the street to greet Joe Biden in Detroit. Police in riot gear arrive. What? How many people, protesters, line the street? Okay. I thought that was supporters for a minute there. I was going, how? No, there's only like 3 of them there and they're all media. Okay, Saudi TV confirms kingdom has joined BRICS group. South African minister says Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran and UAE also confirmed members. Argentina will not join. Yep, we heard about that one. Police respond to a shooting at Georgia High School, 2 injured. He shot a confused Joe Biden shuffles around restaurant in Detroit, tells uninterested diner vote Trump. Good one. Well done, Biden. Tell them all to vote Trump. Judge delivers massive blow to Disney, dismisses entertainment giant's lawsuit against DeSantis. What else have we got? Yep, I already said that about Ilhan Omar. Steve Bannon said, I'll be shocked if there are no criminal referrals for what Victoria Nuland and others have done in our countries in the name of the American people. Former German spy chief Massan formed a right-wing anti-immigration party, so his former agency is spying on him. This is insane. It's just all insane. Absolutely insane. So we're going to go back to here. Oh my God. And I'm going to go through the comments. Okay. Where was I up to here? Somewhere. I was up to somewhere. Hey MJ, how you going? Judy, how you going? And Teresa said, hi Deb, Richardson, messy, high vibrations though. Robert, how you going? 72, sunny in Dallas, shrimp fajitas on the barbecue. I nearly said fajitas. J-Loft, how you going? Good to see ya. I said, evening honey, how are you doing? Are you going on Rumble? Yes, I am. And MJ says, sorry Geo, autocorrect. She said to say hello. Saying hello and it auto-corrected to George, I believe. Shannon, g'day from the Riverlands, South Australia. I sound like I'm drunk. What's wrong with me this morning? Robert Desmond said, Eddie Munster looking. GLoff said, hey MJ, autocorrect gets to us all. It does. MJ said, Geo me more than some others. Embarrassing. Josh, how you going? Morning, everyone. I'm on my way to work, running a little late today, so be a little distracted. That's fine. I said, Alex, if you don't get on here, I'm taking your spanner. MJ with a little sick face, yeah. Charles said, yo, hey, Hev, how's it going? You too, Charles, how you going? I'm doing all right. I'm a bit, I don't know, not with it this morning. MJ said, Joshua, it's okay. Focus on your task and safely get to work. Exactly. GLoff said, a flop house is a cat house. Easy translation. House of ill repute, or better known as a whorehouse. Okay, thank you. Thank you, GLoff. Teresa said, sure weren't treatment like US citizens. Well, yep. Joshua said, thanks, MJ. I'm just about to get off the train. Teresa said, dangerous to cook and watch and text. It can be, yes, definitely. GLoff said, MJ, it hits me all the time and I usually don't see it until I've posted and have to go in and edit. MJ said, focus on elderly too. They sound ridiculous. I said, God created male and female. Pat said, where do all the migrants go when they arrive? Do they go straight into houses or hotels or army barracks or training camps? Yeah, exactly, Pat. Could be any one of them. Especially the last one, training camps, army barracks. I don't know. But they look like fighting age men. MJ said, looks like airports recently. Teresa said, sycophants. MJ said, living there behind black curtains. Teresa says, me as well. TJ Happy, that's me on Bumble. Yes, I know. TJ Happy, Teresa. GLoff said, Pat, migrates are crammed in every room and the NGOs confined, even the office spaces at the airport. Some airports have them bedding in the airport concurs itself. Hey Carl, how you going? MJ said, Kitty Chaos. Everyone's saying hello. Yeah, have the cat butler. Yes, my cats, they are out now and they're staying out. Out to lunch said, well, with dogs you're part of the family, but with cats you're part of the staff. Exactly. Deb said, I remember this. Well, it's the land. Oh, Darren said, but a well-loved staff out to lunch. GLoff said, so true, out to lunch, so true. Deb said, can't even back up what they're saying. Darren said, she's a Wong Penny, that's what that one, yep. MJ said, Leadfoot. Deb said, my fella has only had dogs till I came along. He keeps thinking like a dog owner. I told him dogs have masters and cats have servants. GLoff said, Deb, all phony liberals are righteous astroturf. They're green like grass, but just plastic fake. Out to lunch said, Deb, so true. Shannon said, going to pay car rego, $926. Oh my God. You're kidding. Out to lunch said, wheelchairs don't roll so good on sand, though. No, they don't. No, very difficult time on sand. MJ said, gee, Shannon, that's not even, like, that's just to get your car registered. That's not insurance, is separate. That'll be another $1,000 for you, Shannon. This is ridiculous. Deb said, the disrespect that Brandon government is showing its own country is shocking. Oh, it makes me feel like we're near the edge, near the precipice. There will be, like, breakouts of little things here and there in our countries and false, you know, things going on, I think, before it actually ends, but, well, we'll see what happens. MJ said, Deb, not really. Now looking back on our history and past presidents and such, wolves always been in the hen house. I said, have you said blah, 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 blah. Bless you. MJ said, government is a pimp. Deb said, yes, so true, MJ. I guess I'm more aware of what's going on in my world. Teresa said, yeah, all sheeples. Deb said, now let's see the cat do that. Out to lunch said, would the dog work on sheeple? Yeah, I'd love that if that was the case. Round them up. Oh dear. Well, how bad does it have to get for the sheeple to wake up, by the way? Darren said you couldn't afford to pay a cat what they want to do that. No. Deb said, I think they can out to lunch. Out to lunch said, cool dog for sure. Teresa said, glad I'm old. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know what's going. Look, I think these women, honestly, I'm not even sure how they ended up in my bookmarks and the other ones that I really wanted in there didn't. I don't know. Something weird's going on. But anyway, out to lunch said they can vote too. MJ said, yeah, but consuming crap is consuming crap. Lol, she's taking on his shite energy. Deb said, oh my God, men are just tools. That's what she said. That's what she said. It can't be real. Like, it can't be. But then if I watch the whatever podcast, it's like, seriously, come on, man. Are these people for real? Teresa said, Aunt Nancy being her naughty self, that was a crime. That's not a copy. Aunt Nancy tore up treasonous. Deb said, what's wrong with her face? Darren said, either she's joking or she has an OnlyFans type setup. Deb said, new pronoun, toolbox. Teresa said, Hev, you're a good dear one. Oh, God love you. Deb said, yes, Darren, OnlyFans. Deb said, what an educational show. I think I lost some brain cells with the next one after that one. Oh, seriously, that other girl who can't cook, okay? I'm not going to say what she does. I'm sure you know. She can't cook, so she does that instead. Yeah, well, the husband's going to starve, love. Oh, dear. Teresa said, does anyone else see Satan throughout Hollywood and US realm? Definitely, yep. I see it here too in ours. Deb said, love cats. MJ said, no, his name is Putty. Lol. Well, it could be that they're Scottish and his name's Paddy. I don't know. He sounded a bit like Scottish or I don't know where. D-Lee said, hello everyone. How you going, D-Lee? Darren said, Teresa, is there anywhere you can see Satan? You can't see Satan these days? Yeah, I know. It's everywhere. Teresa said, only had sun twice this month. Promote solar, then block sun. Freaking asses. Yeah, exactly. I said, Deb, do you live in Australia? Deb said, save your eggs for Albo. Oh, I had to get rid of a few yesterday, and oh my goodness. If they go off, it's bad. Everyone's saying hello. Darren said solar and wind farms are just a way to destroy the environment. Satan will be pleased. And Deb said yes, Australia, yes. MJ said, I wonder what hurts worse, raw eggs or hard-boiled? I'd say the hard-boiled ones probably hurt a little bit more, wouldn't they? Because when the shell breaks from the normal egg, at least it's liquid. I don't know. Deb says, South Australia eyes. Josh said, hey, Hev, I'm 29, but when I was in high school, girls did start turning out like the ones we see in these clips, and I haven't met many good ones my age since then. They're clearly getting worse too. Oh, no. So that's for real. That is for real, is it? Oh, my God. Oh, it can't be real. I woke up in the Twilight Zone. Sherry said, sorry I'm late. Hey, all. How you going, Sherry? And Mustang Mike, how you going? And Dealey said, hey, Sherry, I just got here too. Don't worry, I know, because YouTube don't normally tell people when I'm live. They don't like to anyway. Make sure you sub to my other YouTube channel just in case. Everyone's saying hello. Oh, I said, really? I thought you lived in England, UK like me and Alex. Well, hope the weather's good for you. It's not bad today. SW said, hello, Truthseekers. And Dealey said, there's Geo Loft. How you going, everyone? Okay, where am I up to? Hello, it's been a while, but you're back, Geo Loft. Teresa said, I'm wondering if all these new killers had the pokey pokes required. Seems Haynes' crime. Could be. I said, the devil's about to get his first punishment within the next 6 years or so. Sherry said, yes, it has. Geo Loft, hope all is well. MJ said, pokey with Sharpies and Elf Tech done deal. Deb said, did you know that they test the water of each suburb for drugs and can tell you where the most use is and what's being... Oh, so they test the sewage. They'd have to test the sewage to get that one. Yep. Paul said, welcome to the real world. Hi, everyone. I honestly, like, I do watch the Whatever podcast, and the women, or the girls on there, they're young women, very young women. And sometimes you think, where's your head at? Where's your head at? And I just thought, like, I thought, seriously, they got to be getting the silliest of the silliest, you know what I mean? But apparently not. Apparently this is real, and I'm in, I don't know where I am, Twilight Zone somewhere. I said then the devil will get his final punishment into the lake of fire about 1,006 years from now, roughly. Everyone's saying, hello, Paul. Geoloff said, Sherry, I'm healing quite well now. It's been a rough for a while, just getting back to something close to normal. God love you, Geoloft. We'll pray for you. Teresa said, US, Canada, Australia each have feckless leadership. Yeah, they do. We're all stuffed. I've hit the precipice and I'm just, seriously hanging on. I'm trying to grab onto strings now. I'm not hanging on by the fingernails anymore. I'm trying to grab weeds or whatever hanging off the edge. Darren said, Deb, also the water treatment doesn't remove those drugs before pumping it back into the... Oh, no. So you got coked up sharks and things? Meth sharks? Oh, no. Deb said, good to hear you're improving. And Sherry said, prayers, Geo Loft. And Deb said, Geo, good to hear you're improving. So Teresa said, climate change equals geoengineering. Yes, exactly. Deb said, stoner fish. Sharks on heroin? Sharks on meth? Sharks on coke? I don't know. What else? There's probably a lot. They're the only ones I really know that are the most popular that, like, there's probably more drugs out there I have no idea about. Seriously. Because they started bringing all these little pill things out in the now, when was it, the 90s or the 2000s or something, and they were all called different little, I don't, God knows. Even ecstasy wasn't around when we were young, thank God. Did none of it. None of it. Oh. Did I go backwards? I feel like I'm reading the same comments twice. Am I having deja vu? Oh, dear God. Paul said, yes, Nancy Pelosi had a daughter with the film crew. Yes, I know. It was all a big setup. I just can't wait for it to be, like, well known. I don't know how people don't know. Deb said, yes, Chief Friend's friend is a chemist. There you go. Mustang Mike said, my brother's girlfriend's son overdosed at 18 on fentanyl. Oh, no. That's awful. But they're giving it to kids. Like, some doctors are giving it to kids. What the hell's going on? Seriously. Or is this is just to wake the normies up. We're watching a show. If I could read the rest of what I had bookmarked on here, you'd understand what I'm talking about. But we're, like, watching a show. But then people fall for it. Deb said, so sorry, Mike. I said, but within the next 6 years or so, he's going to be locked up in iron chains for 1,000 years with a seal on it so he cannot escape. Very true and very soon. Teresa said, sad shit right there. Poor wives. Mustang Mike said, Deb, thanks, such a good boy. Oh, that is such a shame. Seriously. Okay. Dealey said he'll have to live with that for the rest of his life. The guy who did it, yes. SW said it ain't no thing to wait for the bell to ring. It ain't no thing. The toll of the bell. Aggravated spare for days. I troll downtown. The red light place. Jump up, bubble up. What's in store? Love is the drug and I need to score. Oh, okay. MJ said they told us average drug dealer kills 400 people. I want to know how many people are killed, ruined because of pedos. I bet the combo of drug dealers and pedos are more than 400. Yep. Teresa said, see you soon, Rumble. Night all. Chat, this chat group's the best. Judy said, hi, Hev. How you going, Judy? Mustang Mike said, SW, it's a great line for a movie. I'm not trolling either. MJ said, see you, Therese. SW said, yeah, that's Brian Ferry. Sherry said, I saw your link to that song, Hev. I found it a while back. It's a great song. I listen to it every day. Yes. I just posted that because I came across it again and I thought, like I've seen it before, came across it again and just went, yep, no, I'm going to share that again. Deb said, yes, Teresa, a very loving group. It has meant the world to me having a place to talk with like-minded people. What a blessing. MJ said, Ferry. I said, Hev, you said you sound drunk. Too many God's magic mushrooms? No, I don't have magic mushrooms. No, I just got some good green. I don't know. No, it's just I just woke up, so I'm not even like with it really, you know. Teresa said, everywhere, schools, airports. Mustang Mike said, SW. Just Googled Ferry. Slave to Love by Ferry, said MJ. Okay. Mustang Mike said, MJ, is that the name of a song? Yes, it sure is. MJ said, very 80s sound unique though. And Mustang Mike said, I'm going to listen to it now. And SW said, he had some great music, old Brian Ferry. Yes, Slave to Love, Avalon, Let's Stick Together and more. Deb said, out Shannon with the dollars. Out to lunch said, hit the like please. MJ said Brian Ferry was the boogie rock star upper crust. The bougie rock star upper crust. Don't know why I said boogie. SW said, lol, MJ, he was indeed very suave. Deb said, thank God my son is normal. MJ said, I hit it, lol. Hit the like. SW said, I've got to change the rotors on my car's brakes and I'm procrastinating one more day. Oh, you've got to change them? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'm procrastinating about mowing the back lawn. I keep procrastinating. I've been busy. I had to go and babysit and stuff and do other... Oh, my God, I just haven't stopped. I've been cleaning a lot too. Cleaning things out. I said, Hev, you can lead sheep to water, but you cannot make it drink. Ha ha ha. MJ said she had braces, though. Oh, my God. Guy goals, find a girl who cannot cook, wears braces, has no boundaries, and might be a ladyboy. Yeah, well, that was... Look, it was either that, right, or she's an AI. I don't know. Oh, my God. I said, Hev, you're lucky, honey. You get fresh, free-range eggs every day. I do. Deb said, I miss your face, Hev. I'll be back on tomorrow with my face. Mustang Mike said, MJ, great song. And MJ said, right, it is. MJ said, I love the Latin sound. It's an exquisite song. Deb said, I'm making roasted lamb shanks with roasted vegetables. Here goes my stomach. MJ said, Deb's dinner sounds so yum. Deb said, I get given happy cookie. Lovely. Geoloff said, wait till Australia gets meth-fueled kangaroos and great white sharks. Deb said, like cocaine bears. Yeah, exactly. Maria said, no wonder. Sherry said, here you go, Maria. Sherry said, new drug coming across our border. It's pot, fentanyl, meth, tramadol, dried bone dust, all in one zombie drug. Well, thank God I got away from that. Maria said, the sharks act dry crazy. MJ said, send them to LBRY. We can have a trail. We can leave a trail. Maria said, very crazy. Everyone's saying hello to Maria. Judy said, much love, Hev, and everyone. Great to hear from you. Hope you're feeling better, Hev. Yes, I am doing all right. I'm just a bit, what do you call it, discombobulated this morning. Maria said, hey everyone, my nail's getting too long. Cannot type properly. Yeah, it keeps happening and I've got to keep trimming mine back. Hey, I said hit the like and subscribe for exclusive content. You won't be disappointed. Deb said maybe sticky date pudding. And Judy said, hi there, Deb. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for today here, guys. And I will see you over on Rumble in about 10 minutes or so. Okay, guys, much love, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago. But all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago. But all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago. But all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.